Hello, and welcome to another Rangaroo cast of me, Rangaroo. And today we are doing a 1v1 on Paddy Field. So on the left hand side in blue, playing as blue 4, we got ourselves Mr. Kim. And on the right hand side in red, playing as red 4, we got ourselves NortA. So as usual, well, it's already speeded up, so let's get going. It does seem like Mr. Kim is playing a no-rad deck, while our buddy NortA is playing an Eastern Bloc, and it's a rather lower amount of units. Start off with a few prams, 2 rams, which is kind of cheap as tanks. And yeah, some infantry. I was getting a lot of Mi-24Ds, so not really helicopter rust amount. You can't do too much of a tactical outplay with these guys, only 2 of them as well. Well, Mr. Kim getting a rather big ground force and mainly sending both of them into this middle hand go forest. I mean, A2, a H.A. Abrams, Chaparral, and a lot of Canadian riflemen. You let these scouts trying to snipe the Mi-24Ds before they can land. Though they have vastly already landed. Man's in the kill run. He may want to take off and move the FJBs because they aren't getting killed yet. And the C-72Ms is getting wrecked. The Mi-35 stealing some long-range transport with the ATGM. The Sapro does move up and starting to get kills. But it does get sniped. And while shooting C-72Ms to just pound the range to that middle hand forest. I just want to say, this is a rather juicy target. All these club units, just a good bomb and run here could do a lot of damage. And Miss Kim not really sending much to the Bravo. And same for NortA, just getting some FJBs and Alpha, nothing too crazy. Mi-24Ds flanking around, dealing with the LVTPs and THs as they move up. Canadian rifles are going to be moving across the open field. I'm going to take it at 3 tiles time. I guess main goal is to try and get into his town because it's a rather good defensive location. NortA's already managed to flank up at the hotel, the Mi-24s and some recon and FJBs. And there's nothing in the hotel to really kill. Both sides not really getting many CVs. I mean, only NortA getting a CV for +2 immediately. And that's a bit of a back here for Mr. Kim defending his flank from any helicopter incursions. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Mi-29 dropping in the RC-8 and they can explode because it's thermodynamic. I like Bertino. I don't know how you say that word. And Mi-24s is scissoring the Canadian rifles there. The BMP is coming in for a coup d'etat. Dealing with that force, Mr. Kim, the only real substantial forces that he has is A2 and H.A. Abrams in go for NortA getting that very nice +2. And not for long because CV's about to be put to Charlie. And then Mi-24Ds moving up. Starting up the TH-49, but they don't have enough firepower to deal with the Abrams. Because Flater ATGM missiles are a lot to be desired. Because the early model of the Hinds, they originally wanted to put Coke in ATGMs or the more higher end anti-tank missiles, but the helicopter just couldn't handle it, or they didn't have the missiles ready at time, one or the other. So the earlier models, like the D, had to deal with the Flater ATGMs until they eventually put Kokun, or Kukun, however you say it, ATGM missiles on the Hind, which this gave that extra lethality. And the Mi-29 dropping in Nape on the Chaparral. It does miss because, well, it's nowhere near it. It's a bit of rather interesting match because it's not really too crazy in terms of big blimps of units. There's a lot of small spread out scrotch. And NortA definitely going with more of an aerial assault, but no crazy tactical outplay helicopter rust. It's just tactical skirmishes with Mi-24Ds and FJBs. And Mr. Kim just having his main force in Gove. We understand a few more stuff in the Bravo because it's rather lightly defended. I mean, just Canadian rifles and smalls in here. You could easily get overrun by a platoon of infantry. Nape dropping on the forest. LAV scouts moving through the hotel. Trying to rouse scout out, I see, for a safe CV location. And we got AA being brought up into Foxtrot, well, technically at vehicles, but they can shoot at aircraft if they want. It's the SU-57-2. I believe they're pretty overpowered in Raw Thunder, because you see a lot of kill montages with them. I mean, two big 57mm cannons that shoot up in the sky. That's a rather scary thing to see. F-16 block flying around, trying to block the spill laser. There's nothing really to block up the air. I mean, maybe just try to keep the MiG-23s back. There are two MiG-23 MLs that's from blocks. The MLs would definitely come out from top in that engagement. Going Mi-24C shooting into the forest. And we got a nice little second attack here at the hands of Mi-24s. Dealing with Canadian rifles first. They are rather self-targeted. This forest has been through hell and back. I mean, this part has been completely paved by all the bombs that's been dropped. And I think that's some even more bombs being dropped, yeah. Nape? Yeah, Nape or thermodynamic Nape. Because it makes that explosion. It does HE damage and then napalm effect. Which compared to standard napalm bombers just has the napalm damage. So it's a nice little 1-2 punch. You go with the HE and then you burn whoever is left alive. Napalm kills indiscriminately. Infantry about to get close into this forest. Once you get some rocket shots into the Abrams and even the Concourse M getting a hit onto the M1A Abrams from the... That's a long shot definitely. But still, it's in a rather good position to get another hit in. Mission that time, yo. The HL Abrams falling back after taking some heavy damage. The A2 holding its ground, they're taking hits from the BMP run. And the Maltusian's getting a rocket in, the Concourse getting a coup d'etat, yeah. Getting the kill, and that is dead tank. And that's just down to the HL Abrams to hold its ground. This is really what's kind of the big problem for Mr. Kim. All his forces are focused up in this one area. He really should have sent a bit more up top of the hotel to defend his top hand side. And from looking at it, he should have sent some stuff down in the ground because he's got more shootions and thingies through his top hand side. Flanking to go the whole road. F-16 block trying to intercept the MiG. And the MiG flies first, and the MiG does get the kill. As the MiGs do kill a lot, usually. Maltusians, different Canadian rifles, HL Abrams down, they get killed by Maltusians, and those were both Mr. Kim's heavy tanks gone. This is definitely going to deal a big blow to him. The NortA in the point advances by 38 points. MiG-23 and an intercept, yeah, and some sort of helicopter. And we got Smalls dealing with the Maltusians. The other Maltusians are going to deal with the Smalls. Just outnumbering them. And this does not look good for Mr. Kim. He's getting pushed back on the front line here from NortA. Got Mi-24D moving into Charlie. I mean, it could definitely kill that CV because it is all by itself here. It is hidden by the forest. Just keeping it barely hidden. Mi-24D not getting any line of sight on it. We've got a COBRA flanking around top. And then Mr. Kim just does not have much. Just some scouts here. A DAP chasing the right Mi-24D and Vulcans in his spawn. It's not looking good at all. No frontline whatsoever. Not even any infantry in Charlie. It's bringing up some infantry right now. And we've got a MiG-23ML going for some, yeah, going to intercept a DAP. Going to be doing a strafing run, yeah. And does get the kill because it is only a Black Hawk. And a MiG-29, only the intercept person. Just to keep the skies clear. And yeah, NortA moving infantry into Charlie. It does seem this is going to be a pretty good game for him. Getting infantry near. So you may want to, a T-72 to help deal with at least some of the LAV scouts. Have a bit of an, open ground advantage there. We've got COBRA flanking around top, and Raul, we do have a ZSU back here, which is definitely some sort of defense in a second run. And also the spawn is right here, so I guess he's going for some sort of, helicopter assault. Keep eyes on that. We've got Scout dealing with the FJBs. And the LVTP's moving in, trying to retake the town in Charlie with CV support. We know, the CSUs are rather short range. Not the best AA unit, because it is technically a vehicle, but look! the planes came out right, yeah, they must have saw him. They did! I think he barely saw them. Mr. Kim's COBRA. Mr. Kim's COBRA sneaking in through. Like a sneaky peeky snake. And it is only Yes CV and the Echo CV, nothing else in Bravo or Alpha. So he's going in, the ZSU does open fire, but the COBRA does get the ATG up. Oh! The COBRA getting stunned, but also the ZSU 57 as well. And the ZSU does get unstunned first, getting the shots off with its cannon, but it's just not enough. And the COBRA spots UAZ, gets a kill. And oh, that's gonna NortA has to bring up his CV immediately. We got an F-15D Eagle. It's E, because he could either be here or yes. It's just a 50-50 chance for Mr. Kim in his eyes. He doesn't know where the CV is. And the Eagle's dropping, and he does pick correctly. And that's UAZ. Oh. The 1,000 pounds is coming in. And wow. That was cheesy. Damn. Mr. Kim taking the victory by roughly 500 points here. And wow, that was going absolutely horrible for him for most of that match. He's getting pushed back and all his forces are clumped. But that COBRA was MVP of the match right here. I mean, if NortA had another ZSU, he would have defended that flank and probably run the match, but because he only had one ZSU 57 and it's not that great of an AA unit, it just, Mr. Kim got the snipe on the CV and got lucky killing the other one, because also if he guessed wrong in that D Eagle strike, the other one, the CV didn't have enough time to come back and, recapture the base and get reinforcements. But I guess all the COBRA could have intercepted it, which was also the scary part. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. NortA had a pretty good helicopter attack early on, using a good job spreading out the FJBs everywhere, and bombing the town or the forest into oblivion in the middle. But yeah, that was an interesting match. It was a bit shorter. I know it's not as long as my usual cast, but sometimes the length, it doesn't matter about the length. It's how you use it. And well, I'm going to leave it off at that. This has been another Rangaroo cast. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as usual, please just take it easy.